Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rosia Conseja. Today, I'm going to talk mostly for a people that who wants to learn English. They are coming from other countries. Nowadays, we can find free classes online. Excuse me, through YouTube videos in Google and Coursera. Coursera is a website where you can take some classes in English for free, or you just pay the minimum. It's very, very basic fee. And also the importance here is for you guys who are learning English is please practice, because most of foreign people here in United States, could be Russia, Germany, Latin America, whoever is coming to this country, they speak in their own language all day long. They take a class of English 1 or 2 hours every day, but you are listening music in other language. You are watching soap operas or movies in your language. You're watching TV in your language, and you talk at home with your family or friends in your language. So when are you going to learn English? Never. Because remember, our brain is about repetition. If you, for example, listen a song more than 3 times, you're going in your mind, subconsciously, you're going to repeat it in your mind, the song, the rhythm, and then you're going to say, oh, I remember this song. Why? Because you listen to that song over and over and over again. So it's about repetition. We learn after you repeat 3 times the name of someone, you will remember it. So it's the same with any language, French, German, whatever language you are learning, you need to practice how listen English, listen songs in English. This it could be pop, jazz, whatever songs you like that has lyrics, you can repeat and write down the song and you want to learn the translation in your language. Also, when you watch movies and put the subtitles in English so you can see how they pronounce and what it means. And also try to speak English at home, because most of people, they don't speak English at home. They speak in Chinese and Japanese and whatever language are you from. You speak at home, and the thing is you're not going to never get the English language. So you need to practice more. Or other thing you can do, you have siblings like grandparents and things, people at home that you can speak in English to them because they are very old, they are not going to learn the English. But as a son, daughter, or cousin or sibling that is young, that you are younger than them, of course you need to speak in their language. But that doesn't mean that you speak in your language all day long. You need to practice your own English and be committed to the language. Also, another tip that I give you from own experience and experience from people that tell me, oh, Rosie, I don't know how to learn English because I don't have somebody or anybody who practice. You can practice nowadays. You can find Duolingo. Duolingo is another application for free, and they tell you, they give you pictures. They tell you things how to manage, how to learn English from the basics. So it's basic, medium, and advanced. And they give you rewards. That application, Duolingo, they give you rewards. They make you pronounce it. You can record your pronunciation and they tell you you pronounce it well or not. There are nowadays many applications for free that you can learn English from your phone, your laptop, your tablet. And also, keep in mind to learn the basics. Don't stress out because some people say, oh, but the English is so extensive. You pronounce it in a different way that is writing, and it's too much. You never, ever, and from our experience, from my language is Spanish, my original language, and you never is going to end learning your own language. If you are from China, if you are from Korea, from Russia, from whichever country, you're not going to learn the complete. Always is something new. For example, when I speak with my siblings in South America, in Spanish, they talk to me with some words that I never heard before. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, oh, this green guy, yeah, you now speak English all the time, so you forget Spanish. They tease me. They laugh about me, but it's because I don't speak all the time Spanish, and Spanish has the new slang, new words. It's the same in every foreign language. They have their new slang, the new modisms, the new words that you never heard before. So what I suggest is, for example, if you're working as a maintenance, a person, a plumber, you're just focus to learn the words that you use daily, like the name of the tools that you use, the name on the broom, the name on the floor. So you find words that you use in your daily life, because remember, we're not going to use all the words in English from about everything. Is, for example, a doctor. He's going to use specific words in his field, that is doctor, or a lawyer, or paralegal, or whoever. They are going to use specific words. They are not going to use the words that everybody use, because you use them daily. You talk. It's like, for example, if you watch movies, you're going to talk about movies. So you're not going to know other words because you don't practice them. You talk every single day about the same topics, about the same subjects. You need to talk about a specific about your job. For example, if you clean houses, you clean houses, motels, hotels. So learn words that in your daily life you use with your coworkers or your boss, and that way is going to give you more confidence. So you're going to, because most of the people here, most of them, they understand the English, but they don't speak it because they are afraid to speak it in the wrong way. Another thing that I'm going to teach you that one of my instructors told me a long time ago is to put your tongue up. Put it up when you pronounce it. Or you cannot put a pen. Hi, how are you? See? Or what time? How are you? Good morning. You can put a pen so that the pronunciation is going to be better. So remember, you have to feel confident. Don't force your mind to think in words that you never practiced before. Use the simple words. Create your own dictionary. For example, if I'm in my car and I'm listening music and I hear the word, for example, I love you, and if I don't know what it means, I write it down the way that I hear it. Then I ask someone who speaks good English and I say, excuse me, what it means. I hear him, the song says, I love you all the time. Oh, that pronounced it, I love you, and you write it down in this way. That's the other way to help you yourself to learn better your English. So create your own dictionary with the A, B, C, D, E, F, and put the words that you, for example, you go to the grocery and you see the fruit, you see an apple. So write down apple, and sometimes it says apples in the grocery. So copy and paste. Write down how they put apple, and then you ask someone how you pronounce that word. Some people say apple. No, it's apple. So as I'm just giving you simple examples so you can practice your English and mostly be confident with yourself. Remember, everybody, we have to learn English. Even the people who born in this country, in the United States, when they were babies, they didn't know how to talk. So they had to learn little step by step, little by little. And as a foreign people that we are coming from outside, from other countries to live in this beautiful country, we need to learn little by little. We cannot learn English in 1 month or even in 1 year. Has been taking me many years to learn, and I'm still learning. There are so many words that I don't use in my daily life or in my job, but I still learning something new, and I write it down because there are, for example, I learned in college hendesers. And I said, what is hendesers? I never heard that word. Hendesers, it means problems. How you fix your hendesers. You are like, what? Because that is a complicated name. So people prefer to say problems because it's easier. You know, how you handle your problems, how you fix your problems. People is not going to say how you handle your endeavors, because that is a professional level, is higher. So I just giving you this sample that English is a little complicated, but we had to make it simple for our daily lives. Don't learn too much English. I mean, don't focus to learn things that you never use in your daily life. Learn words that you use in your job, that you use for a simple conversation like, hi, how are you? How is your day? What kind of movies do you like? What kind of music? That kind of thing you need to learn first. Once you know those simple words, then you start to progress. You start to learn more words that you're going to be using in your daily life, or if you're going to be in training or whatever it is. But don't feel overwhelmed. A language is hard to learn, mostly if you're coming from Asia, because I know you guys, Asian people, you don't use abecedario, you don't use the ABCD, you use kaki, kuke, ko, sasi, suceso, you use different. So it's hard to learn a opposite language, but you just need is to practice. Don't overwhelm learning too many things at the same time. Just try to learn like 5 words per day. Write it down, listen the pronunciation. Even in Google Translate, you can click in the volume and they tell you how to pronounce that word that you type it. And help yourself listening music in English. Watch movies with subtitles in English. That helps you because your brain gets lazy, get tired, like, I don't want to learn this English language. But if you want, because we want to progress, we want to succeed in our jobs, we want to get better in our communication skills with other people, we need to practice. Practice make you the master of English language. If you don't practice, you're going to be living in this country for 20, 30 years, and some people learn is to say paycheck, that money, hi, bye, and that's it. And that's why people take advantage of you when you don't speak well the language, or when you don't understand the language. That's why people can steal from you, can sell you things that don't work, can charge you things that is too expensive because you don't know how to ask for the product or complain about the product. So be careful with those things. Well, hopefully this information helped you. Good luck with your English classes. Remember, classes are for free in YouTube, and Google, and Coursera. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, and see you until next time. Bye-bye.